Maybe it's the fact that they're only 6 housing space now. People are using them like crazy, including myself and Apex from Lost Phoenix. And he's got 24 bowlers, 12 Valkyries, and a jump spell right on top of the gem box. Now, the Valkyrie, of course, by far the most overpowered troop in Clash of Clans until the most recent update. And now the bowler, well, I still insist the bowler is going to see some sort of nerf. It's just too strong right now. It is almost impossible to lose a raid. There's an idea for a future video. Impossible to lose a raid when you're using all bowlers. Apex has brought a dozen Valkyries in, still super strong, and they of course annihilate the core. Apex very quickly has grabbed 2 stars on this base, and he's on his way to shoot for the triple. And simply judging by the number of 3 stars that we are seeing in trophy pushing right now, I have a feeling that we are going to either see a nerf to some offensive units like the bowler and the Valkyrie, or just as likely a buff to defense in Clash of Clans, because defense is just a little bit too far behind right now. It's always nice to have a little bit of an advantage, but right now, again, very difficult to lose by just throwing in a bunch of troops and enraging them anywhere near the core of a village. Now, Apex only has 1 solitary bowler remaining, but yes, of course, he is going to live up to his legacy of the most heroic bowler of all time, or at least in the top 3 for now, as we take a look at 3 amazing heroic bowler raids today. This being the first, as the Queen and the Grand Warden cannot quite get the job done. Just 1 defensive structure remains, the Grand Warden versus the Archer Tower, but it's not going to happen for the Warden. He is going to join the Queen and the King and sleep together, the 3 of them sleeping very cozily there. And there it is, the last unit on the screen. Little bomb almost takes him out. That small bomb, almost enough damage to finish him off. He needs several more structures to grab the 3-star, though. He looks safe for right now. He is going to work on that gold mine and then maybe line up and take out a couple of these structures at once. Can he do it? Can he get the job done? As he finishes off the gold mine for 97%. There he goes, 98, just 2 structures left. No, he can't get both with 1 shot. He can't quite get the angle on it. And that means he is going to have to take another step forward into dangerously unexplored territory. And sure enough, as he walks into it, another bomb pops up. But it doesn't quite finish the bowler off. Instead, the bowler finishes the village off for a 3-star with Apex's most heroic bowler. But Apex, not the only Lost Phoenix member who has experienced this bowling ball bearing bravery recently. Yes, yours truly going up in trophy hunting against a Titan 2 player with a very familiar base design, but I've brought 30 bowlers to this attack. And yes, 30 is the magic number for me, just like the recent video of the same name. 30 bowlers are so difficult to stop. They completely annihilate those Clan Castle wizards, just crushing them under tons of pink polka dotted rocks on their way towards the core. And you'll notice, even with this base design, the bowlers very often do end up headed right towards the town hall, although this time just 1 bowler heads for that town hall by himself, but he's got a friendly healer to watch over him as the rest of the units are exploring their way around the bottom and the top of the space. You can see the Archer Queen up at the top, the Barbarian King is at the bottom, and together they have surpassed the 50% for the 1st star easily. It's just a matter of, can anybody get back to the town hall, or is it up to this 1 lone bowler? And now he's got an X-bow on him. But as the X-bow targets him, so does a 2nd healer. And now 2 healers working together in concert. I send in a couple of minions, almost a bad idea. It's the bowler that gets the town hall down right before the Eagle Artillery finishes off that bowler. My most heroic bowler ever. And I'm going to finish off this attack with a 68% 2-star win. So we move ahead to another attack replay and a shockingly similar base layout. This base is so popular right now, and I'm going to attack it very similarly, except for this time I didn't come at the Eagle Artillery. I realized that it's off towards the top of the screen there. I've come from the left-hand side, but the Archer Queen is down on this base, so I figured I wasn't really facing that much of a defense without the maxed out cannons. A couple of them were under construction as well, and again, without an Archer Queen, not a whole lot to stop this attack. I'm hoping for at least 2 stars right here as we get our way through the first layer of walls with that jump spell, using the first rage spell and the Grand Warden's ability, and sure enough, Here we are headed in towards the core. Come on. Will anybody? Yes. One bowler heads after the Town Hall. Everybody else going around once again. Poison Spell. Perfectly placed, getting rid of all of those minions. They would have been a big threat otherwise. There they go, no longer an issue. Bowlers around the top, bowlers at the bottom. We've got the healers on the Barbarian King, and that could work out really well if we can get the heroes to meet around the other side. But there is the solo bowler once again, just like the last attack. This time, though, he's got no healer to help him out. It is that bowler by himself as the heroes, the external bowlers, continue to work their way around. He's still going strong. He's in the center of that base. He's got that Town Hall under 50%. We've lost the Barbarian King, and it looks like we are going to lose all of the healers as well. But as the last healer goes down, check this out. The bowler just barely out of range of that Expo. Thank you, Kingfish, for setting this Expo to ground and air. Had it been set to ground only, of course, we lose the bowler. But instead, the bowler is the last unit on the screen all by himself. It is lonely in the center of this village, but he is going to finish off that Town Hall, shaking it to its core with every single bowler until finally he takes it down for the second star all by himself. My heroic bowler clutching the second star, which otherwise would have been a one-star victory.